KJ Akshar Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss Chapter 1, Reflection of Light at the Curved Surfaces, Physical Science, AP and TS boards, question and answers from 1 to 6. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Please share your valuable comments in the comment section. Okay, let us go to the today's topic, reflection of light at the curved surfaces, physical science, AP and TS boards, question and answers from 1 to 6. Let us go to the first one. Let us go to the first question, reflections on concepts. First one, where will the image be formed when we place an object on the principal axis of a concave mirror at a point between focus and center of curvature? In this question, they are asking that what are the characteristics of image when we place an object in between focus and center of curvature in the case of concave mirror. Let us discuss. When we place an object on the principal axis of a concave mirror at a point between focus and center of curvature, the image is formed beyond center of curvature. Nature of the image is real, inverted and magnified. So, when we place an object in between focus and center of curvature of a concave mirror, the image formed beyond center of curvature and that image is real, inverted and magnified. Let us see this ray diagram. Ray diagram, this is a concave mirror and it is the principal axis and this is the point pole. It is denoted by letter P and we are taking here, this is the point F, that is focus, and we are taking a point C, center of curvature. Now we are placing the object in between focus and center of curvature. The first one is a ray which is coming from this center of curvature. It retraces its same path. Arrow marks indicates the direction of this incident ray and this is the reflector ray. When the incident ray traveling through the center of curvature, it retraces its same path. And another ray which is parallel to the principal axis and this ray reflected and it is passing through the focus. These two rays are meeting at this point and this is the image point. Here we are taking the directions. Arrow mark indicates the direction and this is the image. Now the image is formed beyond C. This is the complete ray diagram of this when the object in between focus and center of curvature. This is the image point and this is the image. Image is real, inverted and magnified. This is about the image formations and nature of the image is real, inverted and magnified, and we are placing the object in between center of curvature and focus. Okay, the image is formed beyond C. Let us go to the next question. State the differences between convex and concave mirrors. Here in this question they are asking that differences between convex and concave mirrors. Let us discuss. This is the table indicates that differences between convex and concave mirrors. First convex mirror and then concave mirror. Parallel beam of light falling on this mirror appears to diverge from a point after reflection. Here in this concave mirror, beams of light falling on this mirror converges at a point of the reflection. So convex mirror is also known as diverging mirror, and concave mirror is also known as converging mirror. Here in this case, all parallel rays are meeting at a point of the reflection. Here in this convex mirror, all the parallel rays are appears to meet at a point of the reflection. So next, the reflecting surface of a convex mirror is bulged out. Here in this concave mirror, the reflecting surface of a concave mirror curves inward. Radius of curvature and focal length are taken as positive in sign convention. Radius of curvature and focal length are taken as negative in sign convention. Its magnification is positive only. Its magnification either may be positive or negative. Next point. Next one. Now fifth one, magnification of convex mirror is in between 0 and 1. Magnification value of concave mirror having all values. The image formed by convex mirror always diminished. Diminish nothing but small. The image formed by concave mirror may be magnified or diminished. Magnified, either it is the image formed by concave mirror is either magnified or diminished image. This mirror produces only virtual and erect image, and this mirror produces both real and virtual images depending upon the position of object. In this mirror, U, V and F are negative, but when object is placed between F and P, then U and F are negative, V is positive. So in this mirror, U is negative, V and F are positive. These are the differences between convex and concave mirrors. Next, go to the next question. Distinguish between real and virtual images. In this question, they are asking that differences between real and virtual images. See this table, differences between real image and virtual image. The image which is caught by the screen is known as the real image, or the image which can be caught on the screen is known as a real image. The image which cannot be caught on the screen is known as virtual image. In this real image, these are the rays actually meet at a point. Here in this the rays appear to diverge from the image point. It is always inverted. It is always erect. Virtual image always erect. Real image always inverted. It is formed by concave mirror, and convex mirror always forms virtual images. The image formed by actual intersection of reflector rays is real image. The image formed by meeting the extended reflector rays is virtual image. These are the differences between real image and virtual image. Next, we will go to the next question. Fourth one, how do you get a virtual image using a concave mirror? Now in this question they are asking that when we are getting the virtual image by using a concave mirror. Let us discuss. Place the object at a distance less than focal length of the mirror. Draw a ray diagram as shown in the figure. When the rays are extended, they seem to be coming out from a point on the other side of the mirror. We cannot find the image on the screen, but we can see the image in the mirror. So this is a virtual, erect and magnified image. Now let us see the ray diagram of this situation. This is the ray diagram, and here we are placing the concave mirror, and object O dash is the object. One is a ray which is parallel to the principal axis and it is passing through focus, and another ray which is passing through center of curvature. It is retraces its same path, and these two rays are extending the reflector rays. They meet at this point, and this is the image point. So this is the image. I dash is the image, O dash is the object. Here M represents the concave mirror. So this is the virtual image. When the object is placed in between pole and focus, then we are getting the virtual image. The image is virtual, erect and magnified image. So in this case we are getting the virtual image when the object is placed between pole and focus of a concave mirror. Okay, here M represents the concave mirror, O dash represents the object, I dash is the image. In this case we are getting the virtual image by using a concave mirror. Okay, next we will go to the next question. Fifth one, what do you know about the terms given below related to spherical mirrors? Here they are giving some terms, and that is the pole, center of curvature, focus, radius of curvature, focal length, principal axis, object distance, image distance and magnification. Now I will discuss one by one. Pole. The geometric center of the spherical mirror is known as pole, or the point on the mirror at the middle of the surface is called its pole. It is represented by letter P. Next, center of curvature. The center of a sphere of which the mirror forms a part is called center of curvature. It is denoted by letter C. Next, focus. A point on the principal axis where a beam of light parallel to the principal axis either converges into or appears to diverge from after reflection from the mirror is called focal point. It is denoted by letter F. Next, radius of curvature. Radius of curvature nothing but the radius of sphere of which the mirror forms a part is called radius of curvature, or the distance between pole and the center of curvature of a spherical mirror is known as radius of curvature. Distance between P and C is known as radius of curvature. It is denoted by letter R. The relation between radius of curvature and focal length is R is equals to 2F, or F is equals to R by 2. Next, here this is the relation between radius of curvature and focal length F. R is equals to 2F, or we can represent F is equals to R by 2. Next, focal length. The distance of the focus from the pole is called focal length. That is denoted by letter small f of the mirror. And next, principal axis. The line joining the pole and the center of curvature is called the principal axis. So, principal axis is nothing but a horizontal line which passes through the pole and center of curvature is called the principal axis. Object distance. The distance of the object from the pole of a mirror is known as object distance. It is denoted by letter U. Image distance. The distance of the image from the pole of a mirror is known as image distance. It is denoted by letter V. Magnification. Here magnification nothing but the ratio of the size of the image to the size of the object is known as magnification. The ratio of the size of the image to the size of the object is known as magnification. Magnification M is equals to size of the image by size of the object, that is H I by H naught. In all cases, the magnification factor is equals to image distance from the pole of a mirror by object distance from the pole of the mirror, or we can write it as M is equals to minus V by U. Okay. Next, we will go to the next question. What do you infer from the experiment which you did to measure the object distance and image distance? Here, first we are observing the following points from the experiment. with the concave mirrors to form images at different places. They are, as the object distance increases, image distance also increases, and as the object distance increases and the size of the image also increases. So here in this question they are asking that which unit to measure the object distance and image distance. First point, observe the following points from the experiment with the concave mirrors to form images at different places. Here I observe the following points from the experiment with the concave mirrors to form images at different places. They are, first one is, as the object distance increases, image distance also increases, and the second one is as the object distance decreases, the size of the image also decreases. Okay, thanks for watching this video.